to the races.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm here with Missy Martinez, live on Jeremiah Wonders. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. We met originally through Kill Tony.
Yeah, it was about 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I'm still alive. It's weird.
It's so cool.
Yeah, especially for a porn star to be alive this long. Jesus.
Yeah, it's like you're doing something right.
Yeah. Or wrong.
Taking the supplements, doing everything.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How did you hear about Kill Tony when you originally came to the Comedy Store?
I had met Red Band with Sam Tripoli, the Naughty Show.
Oh, yeah.
They needed a large-breasted woman for a skit, and so I'm like, I kind of qualify. So I went and I met Red Band there, and he's like, you should check out Kill Tony. He's like, you're funny, so you should, try out. And so I got on the show, and then I'm just addicted to it. But I haven't been on in a minute.
It's been a minute since you've been on, but you did like a run of sets on the show that were pretty good. Like you got great feedback every time you did it, and it was fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. How many times have you been on the show?
I think 10 or 12.
Yeah, I mean that's more than a lot of comedians. Yeah. That's awesome. Have you been doing any stand-up sets like in between?
No, I did one at the Ice House for Death Squad Chronicles. I did one over there, and then but mostly I just tweet. I just tweet
funny tweets, random stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff about cum. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Any top cum tweets lately that you've been tweeting?
Top cum tweets. I said there was that every restaurant has a secret menu that you can order cum off of.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, at least in my experience, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's like one of the weirder restaurant experiences that you've had?
Weirder restaurant experience.
Because I'm all about eating still at places that don't have A's on the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are good. That's like you never forget where you came from.
Yeah.
They're humble and they still try a little bit. There might be a rock in some of the food.
There might be something weird in there or something, but it's like I'm still going to go there for the flavor. It's exciting.
I remember when I was 12 at the Northridge Mall out here in the valley, there was, the Tommy's where it's not the actual Tommy's burger, but the knockoff one. The knockoff one.
Right.
I went to order and a guy was just pulling up his pants in the back. I guess, and I'm like, this isn't right. He was pulling up his pants, but I guess he was tucking his shirt in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like,
what's going on?
Yeah, he didn't have a hairnet on down there, so I wasn't into it.
Well, that'd be bad if your pubes were so out of control that you needed a hairnet, like even below the pants. It's like, how much pubes does this guy have?
You know what? Sometimes it's too much pubes.
Yeah.
Too many pubes.
What is too much pubes?
If you floss, if you're downstairs doing stuff and it's just you come up and your gums are healthy, I think that's too much.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice. So this is actually probably one of the longer conversations that we've had to actually have with each other because it's a lot of like passing. Like we've done some other podcasts together. I think like probably Ice House Chronicles and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm super excited to have you here
thank you.
And get to know you better and stuff like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you been out here in LA?
I've lived here my whole life.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, whole life.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
Like I got a Cali, LA
Whoa,
tattoo.
that's legit when it's like the state of California on the wrist.
All this means is I had $80 once and drank a lot of vodka.
Well,
that's all that means.
There you go. Well, there's a story usually behind every tattoo.
Yeah.
So, do you have any other tattoos?
Yeah, I have a Hello Kitty behind my left ear, so everyone knows I'm a slut. And then to break it up, I have a quote by Beethoven on the back of my neck.
What's that quote?
Ever thine, ever mine, ever ours. It's from Beethoven's Love Letters, which I did not know was featured in the Sex and the City movie. So now whenever I tell people I have that, they just assume I have Carrie fever.
That you're just like a huge Sex and the City fan.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's freaking Beethoven.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm just kind of smart sometimes.
Yeah. Is that like a misconception, like working in porn that like, that you can't be, well educated or smart?
Yeah, usually working in porn is seen as like a last resort kind of thing. Like, I don't have any other options.
Might as well. I guess I'm going to do this.
Yeah, or this crack isn't going to buy itself. So it's kind of weird. And I always try to like shatter those preconceived notions. Like I was a good homeschooled girl, graduated high school at 16, went to college, have my degrees and all that jazz. And I'm just like, porn is a life hack. It's just a shortcut.
Sure.
I work twice a month and stuff, and don't have to wear clothes.
Yeah.
I'm just lazy is basically what it comes down to. I'm just lazy.
Well, working twice a month sounds nice.
Yeah. Excuse me.
When you got where'd you go to college at?
I actually went to a community college.
Hey,
yeah.
I went to JCCC, Johnson County Community College.
Yeah, College of the Canyon, son.
What
COC.
up? COC and JCCC.
Yeah. Go Cougars.
Yeah, we were the Cavaliers. Whoa. People are like, what is that? I'm like, I still don't know.
They were enthusiastic.
Yeah, they were just like, yeah, get it.
A little cavalier.
What did you study in college?
I have my degree in administration of justice.
Wow.
And I have a minor in biology, and I also have a real estate degree.
Nice.
Yeah,
Do you ever dabble back with the real estate since you have?
I'm taking the licensing exam on the 26th of this month, so I can officially sell homes.
Nice.
Yeah. It's going to be weird to walk into strangers' houses that I'm not having sex in that day.
Right. Well, yeah. It's like, what if a fan or something, like you're selling them a house and they're like, is this like a fantasy?
Yeah.
It's like, I'd like to show you this house. It's like,
yeah, realestatesluts.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a white leather couch. He was just asking
Check
for it.
her out on this bus bench.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I knew that I wanted to come out to LA like as soon as I was done with college. I just did like a 2-year like arts degree, and I just took every arts class that I could, like public speaking and like video editing and improv and acting and stuff. And I was like, I gotta get out to LA.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're one of those success stories.
I'm trying.
You did it. I mean, you're already white, so that's like half the battle right there.
Hey, what's up? Dude, did you after college, or like what was like the trajectory of like how you got into the industry basically?
Well, I was going to go to USC and do study neuro-oncology.
Oh, nice.
But sadly, math and I don't get along.
Me neither.
Yeah,
I'm horrible at math.
I don't even 69 because that's too close to math for me.
It's like, it's too many numbers. I can't handle this.
Whoa, calm down here. So I was like, what else can I do that doesn't involve math? And so I was going to go into autopsies. And I actually volunteered, and I'm trained to do autopsies.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but now I deal with a different type of boner. So, my now
hey,
my then at the time boyfriend, who's my husband now, we went to a porn convention just as fans. Because I'm a cool chick.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've always been the couple in the relationship who like watch porn and appreciate it together and stuff like that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And so we went to a convention at the LA Convention Center down here back 10 years ago. And everyone kept coming up to me because I had large breasts and a dress on, which are apparently the only 2 requirements to be an adult star. And they wanted to take pictures of me, and companies came up to me and they're like, hey, do you want a job? Want to be a star? I can put you in pictures. And I'm like, I looked at him and he's like, if you want, because I wasn't going to do anything that he wasn't comfortable with. And so I started doing lesbian porn first. And my first year in, I won my AVN.
Wow.
And we're
first year in. That's a feat.
That's a feat. Yes.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know what? Let's ride this out. Let's see how long it goes. And 10 years later, I'm still here.
Wow. That's so crazy. You know what's weird is one of the porn agents that was scouting you that day at the convention, he's actually calling into the show right now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't talked to him in forever.
I know, it's been a while, so maybe I can get him on the line. Let's see here. Hello?
Hey, this is Artie Fleischman.
Artie Fleischman?
Yeah. I discovered Missy when she was in diapers.
In diapers?
Yeah, I heard she did a lot of anal before she started the business.
You know, I heard that she was into anal at a young age.
She reminded me of a young Jean Benet.
Young John Bonet. That's high praise. You must have seen a lot of talent over the years. What was it about Missy that really drew you and sucked you into her to approach her and give her a card?
Well, for years, everyone's been asking for Danny Trejo to do porn, and she's the closest we could find.
A female Danny Trejo, huh? That's a new one, but that's kind of an image that if I put a beard on her, I'm going to be terrified to look at again. That's like an image that's going to be burned in my head, but I'm glad that you filled that on your roster. Who are some of the other people that who you worked with or tried to get to over the years?
We tried to get Magic Johnson, but there was some medical issues that we had to work with, and so sadly he wasn't able to.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of a weird selective kind of thing, but is there any other celebrities that you're trying to reach out to right now? Maybe not. Like, there could be some amateurs. There could be some up and comers. Like you said, Artie was your name?
Yes, Artie.
Artie. So, let's say me, Jeremiah Watkins, wanted to maybe try to get into the biz. What would you say to me?
I would say start in Tijuana and get yourself accustomed with some donkeys.
Well, thank you so much, Artie, for calling in. I don't think I'll be interested in the donkey thing, but thanks for calling in. Maybe we'll hear from you later in the show.
God bless.
Wow. That guy was very polite for, I don't agree with the donkey thing for me, but.
You know what? The biggest critique I have with him is he's not good at improv. That's the only critique I have on him.
He's a porn agent. I didn't expect him to be good at improv, and he's our first call of the show. So it's one of those things where sometimes the calls, like organically, the people who call in, like they get a little bit more comfortable later in the episode.
Yeah. I think the caller will. Yeah.
Sometimes it's one of those things where it's a lot to put on the early callers of the show. You know what I mean? I'll probably take some more calls later that, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
That's so funny though. Like literally, because I've heard the stories of like the people who are at a mall or something like the Ashton Kutcher types or whatever, that somebody see these people at malls and they give them a car and they're like, yeah, you got to join the business. And I love that it's like the exact same thing in the porn industry to be like, hey, I think you got something. Like,
yeah, it's just stickier.
Yeah, it's like the business cards are literally sticky.
It's like, they're all stuck together.
Yeah, what is you gave me a stack of your cards. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all crusty and so, yeah. And there's like Coke remnants on the edges from it using to chop it up.
Now, were the people that were approaching you, like these like agent types, are they like suave people or are they like kind of greaseball kind of?
It's 50-50.
Yeah.
There was, but a lot of them are really good at not coming off as grease balls, but they totally are.
Right.
They put their best face forward.
They know how to mask it over the years and stuff like that. They're pros.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very creepy uncle vibe.
Yeah.
Is what you get from a lot of them.
You're really talented. Do you want to sit on my lap?
Yeah.
It's like, what? What are you doing?
Why do you smell like Corona at 9 a.m.?
Yeah, this is a little early, Uncle Dennis. What's going on here? It's so interesting to just me as like so my sexual background, just to let you know, the woman who I'm married to is the only woman who I've ever had sex with.
Oh, nice.
So
that's special. That's cute.
Yeah, right. I feel like I feel like a little puppy around you because I'm so inexperienced. I'm like, what about this and what about that?
Yeah, no, ask away. That's what I'm here for.
That's so cool. Like when you, I feel like this is like, did you ever see that Saturday Night Live sketch, the Chris Farley show?
Yes.
When he's like, Paul McCartney, like when, is that true? With all the Beatles lyrics and stuff like that. The love you make is the love. Whatever.
Yeah, the love you take is equal to the love you take.
Yeah. Is that true? It's like, yes, in my experience, that is true, Chris. Yeah. I mean, that's why we wrote it. Yeah. Yeah. What was like your first time, like on set, like, because I feel like that's a big jump for somebody who's not involved in that industry. You're literally going as a fan with your boyfriend, who is your husband now. You're going there just kind of like, this is just like something that I'm going to check out. And then all of a sudden, like, you're on the other side of it. Like, that's an interesting veil to kind of walk through, you know?
Yeah, it's like going to a basketball game and they're like, here, suit up.
Yeah, you're like, wait, me? Like right now?
Yeah.
Like I've never played before. They're like, we think you have the skills.
Yeah, your ball handling skills seem top notch.
Top notch, yeah, exactly.
My first scene, it was for a company that's bankrupt now, which most porn companies are. It was L Factor. And it was with a lady who's no longer in the business. I think she did one scene. I'm like, I ruined her. Okay, that's good. That's a good start.
Do you find in your experience that there's a lot of one and doners?
Yeah, the average lifespan, career lifespan is 2 years in the business, and a lot of it has to do with they either get shot out, or by that I mean they shoot. There's nowhere else for them to go. They shoot as like so much it's almost oversaturated with them, and there's no bigger, better things for them to do, like
for the next step.
Yeah, for the next step. So
they're basically like doing what a lot of people who catch heat in Hollywood have issues with, where they take jobs, and then they're like, we've seen this person a lot.
Yeah, what's it called? Jumping the shark? Mm-hmm. Yeah, jumping the shark. So, but they jump the dick.
Wow.
They jump the dick.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah. So she showed up an hour and a half late, which, you know, in any type of showbiz, people are usually late.
People rolling late and stuff like that.
People rolling late. And she was all dirty. I guess her car broke down and she had grease under her fingernails.
Oh, no.
Don't look at my nails. They're not done. They're not done.
Okay.
Don't look at them. Don't look at them.
I've already looking at your nails.
So she was all sweaty and stuff. She's like, I had to take a bus here. And I'm like, this is going to be fun.
You're like, and I got to do the scene with this girl.
Yeah, with your fingers that have to go in places.
You're like, girl, can you, excuse me, real quick, can you do like a quick shower and wash real quick?
Yeah, like baby wipes, some wet nap. Get this bitch a wet nap.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
It was a massage scene, and it was like in downtown LA in this seedy little warehouse, and
Is it usually in locations where you're like, this is shady looking, or like occasionally like you get to the sets and you're like, oh, this is like super clean, super sterile environment, like big, like open, like kind of space?
It's 50-50. Usually it's just shot at like mansions in San Fernando Valley. So it's all in Woodland Hills and Calabasas.
Now, do you think these people are Airbnb-ing these, or do you think that they're actual dedicated?
Some of them have. In Vegas, when I shoot in Vegas, they Airbnb some places, which is very illegal.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, if that happened, like, what if your house shows up?
Oh, no. That's happened where the owners have come home and they have children, which is always fun. I'm like, my rate just went way up.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is not good. I guess I'm a MILF today.
Well, what happened? So that's happened before?
Yeah, that's happened before, where people have showed up and or they try to watch. Like, but most of the owners, they're old married couples, and they're like, back in my day, we did this. There was lemon parties, you know. It
was kind of something a little bit different in our time.
Yeah, key parties. We all put our keys in the bowl, and then we fucked whoever we picked.
Things were different back then.
But Boogie Nights is actually a really accurate representation of what porn's like.
Really?
Boogie Nights is pretty accurate.
Wow.
Yeah, with, you know, the mental illness, the drug use, the cheating, and just how the fame goes to your head.
Sure.
But it's actually very accurate.
Well, you said that you won an award first year in.
Yeah.
Was that kind of like, oh, I'm kind of feeling myself? Like, did you have to kind of get checked like over time to kind of like chill out a little bit?
Yeah. It's easy because, you know, Missy isn't real. That's not my real name, you know, and Missy has no problems. Missy's happy, horny, laughing 24/7. So it's easy to retreat into that persona and not have to deal with real life problems, and to be like, oh, well, these people on the internet think I'm the best thing ever, instead of, you know, but by being married, and, you know, he's a civilian, he has a corporate 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
It really keeps me grounded.
Sure.
And that's when, like, a lot of these performers get caught up in the party lifestyle, drugs, and abusing alcohol, and because it's just a party 24/7, and then, you know, you find out they're bankrupt, they have no money, they're in abusive.
They've just been spending it as fast as it's coming in, or even more so.
Oh yeah, these girls have no savings whatsoever.
Yeah.
But by having I'm only Missy in front of the camera. The second the camera, you know, says cut, the cameraman says cut, you know, I'm back to being, you know, my legal name.
Right.
And so I'm only Missy online or whenever
Sure.
I'm booked as Missy.
Right. Now you've been with you've been with your husband for a while now.
Yeah, this July we'll be married for 12 years.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll be together for 14.
Wow.
And we still like each other.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool, like, that he is, like, super supportive of, like, the whole journey. Like, you guys literally went as fans to a convention, and then, like, to see it through to the other side where it's like, yeah, like, you do you. Like this is great income, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Trust and communication are key. And there's something that people don't realize is there's a difference between sex and love and intimacy. So when I'm on...
Well, let's talk about that, because that's something that's super interesting. Like, because like for me, like communication is huge in my relationship with my wife because I'm out on the road all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, if I'm not a trustworthy guy, it's easy to be a sleazeball on the road.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So checking in and stuff like, and with communication, like for us is like pretty key, and just like having a constant, like kind of checking in with each other and like kind of like, you good? Like, you know, everything, you know.
Yeah, I haven't heard from you in a few hours. You okay?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we do. I always send them the address to the locations I'm at, just in case, you know, something goes wrong. If I travel, I check in. I give them okay, just finished pictures. Gonna go into doing all the dialogue. Like, give them updates.
Right.
You know, and because sadly, the environment I'm in is inherently sexual, and there's been a lot of allegations of misconduct on a lot of adult sets. And the Me Too movement is also involved in the adult industry. There are directors and cameramen and PA guys that think just, oh, she's a slut, so I can
I can say, or I can be handsy or whatever.
Yeah. So that's a big thing. So, but I have a reputation for being in for 10 years. I'm a veteran, so people know not to fuck with me. Sure. I'm like, I will kick like a donkey.
Yeah.
I will take out these hoop earrings.
I've been around the tracks. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't make me get ghetto on you. Okay.
Yeah. These nails are this way for a reason.
Yeah. All right. They've been chipping down on other white dudes who've been trying to grow me.
But yeah, communication is key, and he's not. We're not swingers. We don't swap. We don't do anything like that. It's just, you know, go to work, do your job, shower, come home, cash the check. Yeah. You know, kind of thing. And I don't work every day. I don't want to work every day, and luckily I don't have to.
That's great.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, just twice.
Has he ever brought up just like being, I don't know, like I think it's a normal maybe feeling for a man, like to maybe see, like, I know it's very separate, like you already mentioned, like the sex and intimacy and love, but has he ever mentioned like curiosity or anything like with another woman because he's maybe seen that you've had interactions with other men? Is that like a hard thing, you know?
Yeah, we've had threesomes before. I brought girls home for them and stuff, and we had like...
That's a solid wife right there.
There, I do butt stuff too.
Whoa!
I cook and clean too. I'm a keeper.
Wow, this is awesome.
But no, we've invited other women into our relationship. But bitches be crazy.
Right. Once you add that extra element, girl, you don't know.
They be crazy.
They be crazy. What's that?
Yeah, I'm like, I could never be a lesbian because I'm like, damn, we are insane.
Too much drama.
We are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into it. Not into it at all. But we've tried it. But it's like the hard thing to find someone who's able to come in and be a guest star and then leave without having that emotional attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that gets tricky, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I mean, anytime there's, you know, you add an element to a relationship that's, you know, a solid thing, it's like, Yeah,
and you know, and the weirdest thing is, I get jealous.
Really?
Because that's
even
not,
though you, yeah.
Unless I'm the one doing it, and for me, you know, I'm on a lot of antidepressants, so it doesn't feel good when I'm on set. I'm on so much Zoloft. I have zero sex drive, so it's really bizarre for me to be in such a sexual business.
Sure.
Not having a sex drive.
Wow. So is it ever enjoyable, like at this point anymore, or is it literally just like clock in, clock out, 9 to 5 thing?
It's clock in, clock out, 9 to 5, but it's also the least sexy environment ever. It's
right. You're having people around you with cameras and lights and booms, like sweaty dudes, and
and you have like 4 to 5 positions. They need 4 to 5 minutes in each position. So I'm like, okay, I have an excellent mental clock to know like how long things have been going, to switch positions, and also like, do I look fat? Do I need to suck in my stomach?
Oh, because you're trying to hold certain positions and stuff like that. Look as you know,
everything's in 4K now. God damn it! So
everything's
every hemorrhoid, and every herpes is visible. So you know, it's the least sexy environment. It's very clinical, and they have to turn off the air when they shoot.
Oh,
so it smells like donkey vagina.
I never think about the smells. like that
There's some
like on
smells.
set? I'm sure there's lots of smells.
Yeah, there's smells, especially if it's an anal scene, just inside of your colon.
Yeah.
It's, you clean and prep and stuff. But fun fact, the colon smells like ammonia. It smells like cat pee.
Really?
Yeah, it tastes ammonia-y and yeah.
How do you clean, like how do you cleanse, how do you prep for one of those scenes? Because that's like a lot, like I feel like to get into like an anal scene. You know what I mean?
Well, I just shot an anal scene for Brazzers on Wednesday. I was
Heck
just
yeah,
there.
dude.
ZZ, go Brazzers.
Brazzers, what up,
Sponsor
dog?
him. Sponsor him.
Oh,
Sponsor the
check
show.
it out.
So for me, it's different with every body. For me, I don't eat for about 2 days beforehand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you just like drinking shakes and that kind of stuff, or is it literally
Just
nothing?
Water, gummy bears.
Wow.
Well, luckily, I was anorexic for a bunch of years, so I'm like, no eating.
You're like,
all right.
I got the training. Don't worry
it's
about
fine.
it.
It's fine. Yeah, I have really bad teeth though. From the bulimia, but that just helps with the gag reflex.
Oh.
Yeah, so lemons, lemonade, and then the night before you take an enema, you clean out,
Clean
you
everything
rinse until it's clear.
Yeah.
and there's nothing there.
Right.
And then the morning of, you do another rinse to make sure you're all clean. You pop Imodium.
Yeah.
And then you go to set, and then you, before the actual, because they usually take the pictures, the sex stills, they're called sex stills, before they shoot the scene.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. So,
like rather than afterwards, everybody's like haggard and
yeah,
like,
exactly. There's one eyelash hanging on. My
it's like half put together. Yeah, makeup all
my
smeared.
prolapsed anus is just dragging on the floor.
Leaving a snail trail.
Yeah. There's dust and hair on it.
There's an old man that's like mopping up behind it, like, I haven't seen one of these here in many years.
Yeah, basically. And then so you excuse yourself before the photos, and then you use a butt plug or a toy to make sure you're opened up and ready to go.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a whole thing. And then afterwards, on Wednesday, came home. I had a big Five Guys burger.
Oh yeah, because if you haven't eaten in 2 days,
Yeah, I
like,
gorge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a python.
Yeah.
Like a
just-
low self-esteem
you,
python.
You just unhook your jaw.
Yeah, and then walk it
It's
up.
like, can I get a 5x5?
Yeah.
Ow. What's your favorite kind of food?
Favorite kind of food? I'm a burger girl.
Yeah?
I love Kobe beef cheeseburger.
All right, give me some of your burger joints in LA that like the listeners have to hit if they're visiting here.
Oh, in LA, there's really no good ones in LA. But
What are your favorite places outside of LA then?
in Mandalay Bay, Burger Bar. By French world-renowned chef Hubert Keller. It's actual Kobe beef. And when I was winning that AVN award, I didn't go to the award show at all. And I was the first name called to go up and win. I was at Burger Bar eating a burger because I starved myself for 3 days so I'd look good for the red carpet.
Wow.
So, and I had a big cookie dough milkshake and all these French fries. So it's like burgers have a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I'm I usually, a burger is a go-to anytime I go to a new restaurant because it's hard
To mess it up.
Like if I see a bunch of weird things on the menu, I'm like, I'm just gonna take this.
Chicken tenders.
Yeah, can I just go with this? I'm used to comedy club food anyway. So
Yeah.
let's just do that. Or burrito.
Oh, good chili relleno. I'm a chili relleno girl.
Those are good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, we're so fat. Oh my god.
I know. We're just a couple foodies just talking about.
What's your favorite type of flavored lube?
Yeah. How many are there? A bunch of different flavors.
Yeah, but the big trend in porn right now is coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Yeah, so it's solid. Like you go to Trader Joe's or Ralph's, but
shout out to Trader Joe's.
Trader
dude.
Joe's, Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. Get your coconut oil for the sweetness of a scene that might be happening.
Yeah, and makes your holes taste like a Mounds bar. So it's at room temperature, but when your body temperature touches it, it turns to oil. So
Really?
it's loose. And it will make your penis soft as a baby penis.
Really?
Whatever those feel like, I don't know.
Wow. Soft as a baby penis.
Yeah.
I'll have to try it out for myself.
Yeah, one of the biggest male porn stars in the world who has his penis insured for $1 million by Sotheby's.
How do you even insure a penis?
If it's something you use for work, you can insure
Get it
it.
insured?
Yeah, you can get it insured. So his schlong is.
I wonder if he's
insured.
ever had any sprains or anything where he's like, "Hey guys, I gotta tap out today."
No, dudes break their dicks in porn all the time. They have to go and have surgeries, and some of them have to have like the pumps put in their penises.
How do you have reconstructive penis surgery? That's crazy.
They're just like taking skin from your elbow.
Yeah, it's like just to let you know, this surgery went really wrong. I was circumcised before. I'm uncircumcised after the surgery. What happened? You took my elbow skin and put it on there.
It feels like a dog pad.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah.
It's like, is this Brillo? This is gross.
But what he does every night before he goes to sleep is he puts coconut oil on his member and softest, prettiest penis in the world.
Really?
Yeah, it just moisturizes.
Huh. Well, that's something for me to consider.
There you go.
I really went to another place for a second. I was like, huh, you don't say. Coconut oil. I'll have to get Trader Joe's? Yeah, sign me up.
Honey, we're going shopping.
Hello. Yeah, I think, I've gone toy shopping, I think, maybe once with my wife.
Overpriced, right? So
Yeah.
overpriced.
I've been given a couple fleshlights at some comedy festivals for myself, and I've retired from using them. I only have one left. I had a butt fleshlight, I had a vagina fleshlight, and then I had one that was just it was just a ring that you just like.
Oh, it was
like,
it was a
like,
Jane Doe.
Yeah, it like just went like, so the cleanup, like you just still could go in a napkin or whatever you do. A napkin. I don't know why you would ever use a napkin, but
You'd strike me as a paper towel man.
not a paper towel, because you can't really flush those. More of a toilet paper.
I was gonna
guy.
say not with that attitude.
Well, the plumbing and stuff like that. You don't have to call the plumber, and then he gets over, and then it's just like a ring of like an array of like a clothesline of paper towels have come. And the magic trick is, ew, what is this? This is the worst magic trick ever.
Yeah. Why?
Hi, my name's Cum Houdini over here. I've got lots of tricks for you over here. Hey girl, how you doing over there? Would you like to see this? I just came in my pants. Whoops, that's a bad magic trick.
Just comes a dove.
Just come
Cum dove.
Cum doves.
Yeah, I have my vagina molded. I have my own sex toy.
Nice.
Yeah, I had all my holes molded, which is the only time I will allow the word mold and my vagina to be in the same sentence.
Good quality.
Yeah.
You gotta have the upkeep on that.
Fun fact of when you're molded for a sex toy, they give you a toy and they tell you to go to the restroom and fluff yourself because they need the blood flow to the genitals to make it puffy.
Right, so it's not like deflated, not deflated, but...
No, that's accurate. That's accurate.
Yeah?
Yeah. So that's a fun thing.
Is that a thing for... I guess I didn't even think about it. Because I guess I don't really think about this too much. Like, men get erections, but do you get... I guess you get more poofy, like more like it gets more exaggerated down there, like as a woman, like when you're stimulated?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, blood flow.
Blood flow.
Blood flow.
I feel like I'm like on a National Geographic show right now, and I'm just learning so much. I love this.
Are you trying to say I have long, like elongated nipples? Is that what you're trying to say, sir?
No, I would never say that.
To your face.
I would never say you have elongated nipples or a labia majora that's large.
Thank you for saying majora.
Majora. Yes.
So today is a little menorah.
I'm feeling a little bit like it's not
a little minor.
Not
today.
really puffed up too much today. It's a little in the menorah category.
Yeah.
It's menorah. It's actually, it has a tattoo of Jewish candles on it.
Yeah.
Labia menorah. Let's get into this next segment. Fanning out.
Ooh.
Fanning out. Questions from fans.
I reach out to people online and I ask them if they could ask Missy Martinez any question. What would it be? Mm-hmm. And I got some doozies for you. I'm going to have to be selective because there's a lot of good ones.
Okay.
This one is from friend of the show. I don't know if you know Rick Cossack.
I know Rick Cossack. Well, I don't know him, but I know of him.
Yeah.
Jackass.
He wrote into the show to ask you a
Rick.
question.
Love you, Rick.
He said, who would you rather, Tony Hinchcliffe or Brian Redband?
Oh. Trick question. The answer is a DP with both of them.
Whoa.
Redband would be the anchor because he looks like he's thicker. So you want Redband in the butt. And then Tony seems like it would be longer and thinner. So that would be in the vag. So
Redband said recently that he can lick the tip of his penis.
I saw that. And I can't imagine that man being that flexible.
That's what I was thinking.
Just the flexibility
But
wise.
his girlfriend confirmed it for me when I saw her the next time. She's like, he can. I was like, what?
Oh, she needs to work extra hard if he could suck his own dick.
That's insane.
Yeah. Tony's to put him work.
I know, right? He's just doing sound effects while. This is a similar question. People really are curious about these Kill Tony questions. At Jessa Wab Beats on Instagram, if you had to choose one Kill Tony cast member to shoot a scene with, who would it be?
Let's do Joelberg.
Whoa!
Because not only do we got the Latin thing going on, he seems like he's really good at rhythm.
Yeah.
So I think he.
So you think he'd have good
I think he can put some strokes in.
Some good PPMs.
Yeah, or at least fisting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. At Raj Warrior 987 on Twitter, what's the first joke you ever wrote?
First joke I ever wrote. That I wrote down. What was it? Oh, well, one of the earlier ones I remember is I can't have when I die, I can't have an open casket because everyone's just going to jerk off onto my face.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be here on podcast. Thank you so much. That's hilarious. One of my first jokes I remember telling was I did impressions, and it was about Subway radio. They have this thing at Subway where they have their own station, and I just found it. Yeah, I just found it fascinating because I just was talking to one of the people making my sandwich when I went in there years ago.
Don't talk to them. Don't talk to them.
Don't talk to them. Just tell them exactly what you want and get out of there.
Yeah.
No, it's just making conversation. And I was like, so what music is this? He's like, it's called Subway Radio. We can't control it. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, what do you mean you can't control it? He's like, they send it to us and like it goes out to all the subways. I was like, what? So I made like a stupid bit about that. That was like one of the first jokes I ever told on stage. And did a Fergie impression for whatever reason.
Well, Subway and Fergie go hand in hand.
I know, right?
You can't talk about one without the other.
I mean, I'm like that. My brain has always been super conventional, so it makes sense. Conventional, convectional oven, who knows?
Oh.
At cold_brew 45, is there anything you have inserted in yourself that you would advise against now? And this sounds like a question from a person who has inserted something in themselves that they regret.
Excellent question. I've had a bevy, a plethora, if you will.
What's a bevy?
A bevy, it means a wide variety. A bevy, a large amount. I've had a bevy of things inside me. I've had a human foot inside my anus.
How does that work? Just like a toe goes in there?
No, the whole foot up into the ankle.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it was a woman's foot.
You had a woman's foot in your butt?
Yeah. It was like, she was like only a size 6. So I was like, what?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you train for that? That's a foot in the butt. That's a foot in the butt.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm not allowed back at Lady Foot Locker.
I kept putting the feelers in my butt. She's trying to smuggle feelers out of here. She's trying to cut in on my commission over here. Excuse me, ma'am, you cannot. Please put down that stiletto. You cannot put it in your butt.
Oh, wait. I think we have that employee on the line.
Oh,
hang on.
Hello? Hey,
hello? Hey, is it? I just saw this woman that she's been smuggling shoes with her butt.
Really?
Yeah, you kind of look like her a little bit. I'm Skyping in right now.
You Skyping?
Yeah, I can see the show live right now.
Oh, hey, Terrio. Haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, this is Terrio.
Hey.
Yeah.
I apologize for the fluid left on the floor.
I mean, first off, you steal a feeler. I'm okay with that. That's one of our lower model brands. You know, people be stealing. But then you tried to smuggle an Ugg boot. And that's where I say the line is, because that really cuts into my commission. And how are you going to pay for this?
Well, first of all, the Ugg boot, it's that sheep fur, that sheepskin lining. It is very therapeutic after an anal scene. It just makes me feel warm and just comforted afterwards, like being enveloped in a warm blanket.
Okay.
So you can't, chide me for that.
All right, I guess that's true. But after the Ugg boot, You stole a pair of child's New Balances, and I was surprised because you fit the entire pair in your butthole.
Yeah, I was able to.
You have like a niece or someone you're shopping for or something? What's going on? Why are you getting these kid shoes at Foot Locker?
Well, I save a lot of money. I don't have to get them bronzed. I just shove them up my ass and they come out bronzed.
That is one of the gosh darn most disgusting things I ever heard in my life. You getting your shoes brown with a butthole? I've never heard of that, girl.
And also, you guys need to restock on the light up ones because I've been trying.
You got the LA gears in your butthole too, girl?
Yeah, because what if you want to have sex at night?
I mean, that's a good thing. Like, you being like some kind of luminescent fish or something, going out in the ocean trying to attract people who have a shoe fetish, who are sneakerheads. They see those light ups and they know, I'm about to get anal with this girl.
Yeah, let me know when you get those new Nikes in stock, because you know I'm going to yell, just do it.
Missy, I will for sure not tell you when we get these new shipments of shoes that you are cutting into my commission left and right. I have to own up to these at the end of the night whenever they ask me how much money is left in the register and they see that the stock is missing at least 8 pairs of shoes.
I like how it's an even number of shoes instead of I'm taking both pairs, the right and the left.
The right and the left. And now sometimes what's weird about what's going on with the situation with the shoe boxes at the store, sometimes there's just one missing. And I see you scheming. I see that you're stealing only one at a time and then you coming back later to get the rest of the other halves. I see what you're doing, girl, and I don't like it. Terrio, don't play that.
Terrio, don't play that? Well, you know, I did recently have an injury, so I have a Dr. Schultz orthotic up there.
I mean, I'm just grateful that a doctor is taking a look up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know where to go to a proctologist or a podiatrist.
I don't know the difference between a proctologist and podiatrist. I couldn't even help you, and I work at Foot Locker.
Oh, well, thank you for calling in, Terrio.
I'm getting all kinds of heated right now. I gotta go.
Okay. All right. Take care, baby.
Well, I mean, it's nice to know that that is your fanny pack. Yeah,
and you know, I save a lot of money on lube because I just use athlete's foot cream. So you know but my one regret of putting a human foot, and I have to specify human foot.
Yeah, it's not a hoof or anything.
It's not a hoof. I'm not allowed back in Tijuana. Is make sure the toenails are trimmed.
Oh, well, yeah, because that could be, they could get cut or, a little scratchy.
Yeah.
Worst thing is, like, if you're in bed with your significant other and then, like, they snuggle up against you and they got those dagger toes.
Yeah, it's like those shoes that mountain climbers wear, those crampons to dig into the side. Yeah, that's what it feels like inside your foot.
Yeah, but in your butt.
In your butt.
That doesn't, you don't want rock climbing going on in your butt.
Oh, and another thing about the things up your butt is if you're going to put gummy bears up your ass, make sure you count how many you put in because you will find something several days later.
Wow. Yeah, you know, definitely monitor how many gummy bears you put up your
I miscounted the men.
You know, that's one of the things that I've dealt with a lot. Like sometimes I put up, things up my butt like gummy bears, and I'm just like, I've lost count. Like my butt is pretty large, you know?
It's a common thing that nobody talks about.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, 3 days later, you know, all of a sudden in the toilet, what?
Yeah. Just the look of shame on the gummy bear's face.
Yeah.
Just the look of shame.
Like, you don't know what I've seen.
Yeah, it's like a POW prisoner.
It's a gummy bear from your butthole. You have no idea what's on the inside and the other side of your body, kid. Some of the worst things ever. This next question comes from @Stromjust on Instagram. What's it like to be typecast as a MILF?
At first I wasn't insulted, but my motto is MILF money is just as green as teen money. Mm-hmm. But porn's all about categories. You have to be categorizable.
Okay, so let's say I'm a male porn star.
Yes. What
would you categorize me if I started doing porn?
They don't categorize male porn stars.
They don't.
If you're,
you know what?
It's either white.
That's racist, and I don't appreciate it.
The only category they have for male performers is if you're black. If you're a black guy,
they just separated by black and white.
Yeah, it'll be IR or BBC.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little offended right now because I would love a genre.
You would love a genre.
I would love to be included in this, a little bit included. You know, I'm going to have a little bit of movement, and I'm going to have somebody who is in the industry who's a male on and see what they think about that.
You should. But there's a big gap between teen and MILF, where I didn't work a lot from the ages of 27 to 30 because they're like, you don't look old, but you don't look young. So, and there's not just a category for hot, big boob bitches. That's not a category for some reason.
Unless you Google it. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
Hot, big boob. All right, perfect. These are weird Google images, but let's go to town.
So I was cast a lot as a trophy wife or the stepmom. So now I'm doing MILF stuff, but I'm not like actively someone's biological mother in it. I'm like, no, I'm the gold digging woman.
Right, because that's a different thing where it's like the like a MILF where it's somebody who has an attractive mom that you want to have sex with versus like, oh, this is my dad's wife and this is a weird scenario that's going on.
Yeah, I've had people play my sons or daughters that are a year older than me. I'm like, this is a mindfuck.
Like, this is so weird.
This is not right.
Do you have to meet them ahead of time to establish any kind of chemistry or anything, or is it just on set?
Oh no, just on set.
Just that day.
Just on set. I've never met you before. You're going to be inside me in a moment.
Are you that, at this point, you've been in the industry long enough, are you that direct where you're just like, all right, let's...
No, I break the ice that way. I'm like, hi, you'll be in me in a moment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I'm sure that helps.
Yeah. I always try to, build a rapport and like, what do you like? What don't you like?
Okay.
Any do's or don'ts?
Is there any, I would love, like, if there's like a shy porn star male, it's like...
There are.
There are?
There are.
Hey, Missy, I guess we're gonna be doing a scene later. Nice to meet you. Do we kiss now, or do we just wait for it? What do you wanna?
We're gonna do butterfly kisses.
Can we ramp up to this? Can we hold hands first?
Can we share a milkshake?
Because it would be nice like if we went to. There's a diner over in Burbank. I can put on something on the jukebox. Like, what kind of oldies music do you like?
My mom can pick us up.
Yeah, my mom can pick us up. We'll do the anal footsie later. But I would love to share a milkshake with you.
Basically, yeah. No, some guys they don't talk, and a lot of guys don't like women in porn. A lot of them don't.
Let's get into that, because as soon as a woman starts getting a little loose lipped like Missy is here, where she's having to keep the lip down a little bit like this, that is a fascinating subject. What do you mean by that? That they have this like a thing like against like. Is it kind of like a? Is it like a?
They like wieners.
Oh, really?
They like wieners.
They like wieners.
They like
this
wieners.
Just in.
Men like wieners.
Men like wieners. Tonight's top story with Missy Martinez. She's live on the scene. She just did a double penetration scene. Missy, you're on the field right now. What's going on there with the men who just have done the scene with?
Well, sorry.
You're a little out of breath. Let's go. You want to take a quick sec and then let's get back to it.
Oh yeah. So he kept trying to grab my balls. And they weren't there.
You're what?
Yeah, but he was like, "Where are they? They're so small." I'm like, "Those are my boobs," and he kept calling them my testicles.
You kept calling them your chest balls?
Yeah, my chest balls. And then he was commenting on how I have not a very hairy asshole for a man. And
he was that direct. Now that's fascinating. Let's get more into that.
Yeah, it was very, very smooth. And
did he refer to your clit as a shriveled penis?
Yeah. He kept asking me if it was cold, and yeah, it was. It was cold.
It was, because you weren't feeling it now, were you?
Yeah, but something good that came out of it is he did compliment my mustache that I do have as a Mexican woman.
Oh, that's very interesting.
So I felt at least validated.
So you felt at least at home and a little bit of validation from that.
Absolutely, which is all I can ask for anymore.
Well, do you have any other guys there that are feeling the same symptoms that you've seen with this man?
There's a few. There's a few that are doing that.
And you heard it live here. The virus is spreading on porn sets across the country, ladies and gentlemen. More on this later tonight.
But not the virus you think.
That's so kind of not weird to me, but it's more just like I keep saying the word fascinating and interesting on this podcast because my mind is repeatedly breaking and like blowing up.
Oh yeah, you're never going to be able to jerk off ever again.
That's so it's very curious to know that a lot of the time, like it is just 9 to 5 punching thing. And a lot of time, who knows, the guys could like not even they're not even into it at all. Mm-hmm. They're just like training themselves to just be like, that's gotta be a skill. I mean, that's gotta be a developed skill to be able to like get aroused, like mentally, like, and do the job and also sustain and like then, on both ends of it.
And then come when they tell you to come. So in porn, they tell you, don't come. Okay, come.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that like with your husband, is that a thing that like that you can take away that training and still, or is it a thing where you have to hear somebody be like, I'm ready for you now? You know what I mean? Because that's so much like intense, like that sounds like very intense, like somebody being like, don't, and like, now, go.
He gets the worst of it. I'm like, this is lasting longer than 10 minutes. I don't want this. Gotcha. Are you done? Come on, I got shit. More than one position? What the fuck are you trying to do? So it's...
I'm not at work. I mean, honey, come on. Come already, honey.
Yeah, basically. So he gets...
what are you doing? I just worked a shift. I mean, come on.
My back's killing me. Yeah, so it's one of those things. It's... You figure I would have a crazy sex life. Like we do crazy shit. But it's not for very long. Not because of him, but because of me.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah.
Yeah, at home I'm more of a cheetah.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a wild dog at work. Where
Right.
they have stamina and they go for a while.
Right. Hyena at work.
Yeah.
Cheetah at home. Just real quick. Straight to the point. You know what you want. You're on the hunt. Your prey is right there. It's your husband. You're going after it. Did we get it? We got it.
Yeah, there
Let's
we go.
move.
In and out.
In and out.
In and out. No pun intended.
Right? In and out. Great. Now, are you an In and Out foodie? Do you like In and Out, or are you...
In and Out is overly jerked off, and they can suck my fat dick.
Okay, see? We just got signed by Brazzers this episode. We lost In and Out forever as a sponsor of this episode. So listen up there, In and Out. We don't care. Animal style, it doesn't matter, man. I do like the pepperoncinis there that they have.
Pepperoncinis are good. All pepperoncinis can get it.
Right? Are you a spicy girl?
Oh, yeah.
Girl?
Yeah.
You like that hot sauce?
Look at me.
Look at me. You a fine Latina, I see you.
Look at me.
Yeah.
My man crush every day is the guy on the Tapatio bottle.
That's like the man that you're like, I'm going, like as a child, you're like, I'm going to end up with somebody that looks like this someday.
If you put a mustache on my husband, he looks just like the Tapatio
really?
guy. Yeah.
Do you ever role play Tapatio hot sauce guy?
Yeah, and I'm the Rosarita refried beans lady.
That's hilarious. The floral dress and stuff like that. That's so fun. At Revel Its Finest on Instagram. Missy, can we get a Tony Hinchcliffe impression?
Oh, damn it. No, this isn't going to go well. Or, fuck yeah.
I mean, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, thank you.
That's pretty solid. I like the laugh one.
Better?
He because that's a subtle one that only people who really know him knows that he does. So
thank you. One of them OG fans.
OG fans right there. At Strings, this is an interesting question on Instagram. Missy, are you ever going to switch to comedy full time, or is porn the passion you will prioritize? Yeah.
I don't know if I'm talented enough to switch to comedy, and that's why like this is such a big deal for you to have me on, because you're a force to be reckoned with in the comedy world, and for you to think that I would be a good guest in spite of the porn and stuff, like it is.
I don't look at it as in spite at all. Like I met you in a comedy setting. First off, you're funny and you're very sweet and you're very nice, and then the porn is an added interest on top of you doing stand-up. That's how I look at it. Okay. So if that makes you feel any better. But.
Thanks. But I would absolutely love, more comedic opportunities, but I know part of it is you have to go out and do it. You have to go out and do it. It's not going to just fall onto your lap like, porn literally fell into my lap.
Yeah.
Comedy doesn't. Because I have a certain, for lack of a better term, celebrity, I have a following, so it's would be easier for me to enter comedy than someone who's never done it before.
Right.
So I almost have like a little shortcut, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
But I need to pay my dues. I need to get up. I need to get back on Kill
That's
Tony.
what I appreciate about you is you clearly have a respect for stand-up, which because a lot of people could easily cash in with a following, and it's literally like I saw this happen. Stand-up comedians were freaking out a couple weeks ago because Stormy Daniels posted that she was going to be doing stand-up somewhere, and comedians on Twitter and
they lost their
everywhere,
shit.
They freaked the F out.
Oh, a lot of the female comedians, and I don't like calling them female comedians. They're comedians too.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of women.
More
a lot
so.
Of,
more so.
They
It was
freaked
even
out.
more so. But in my opinion, my take on that whole thing, the people who are going to go see Stormy Daniels, they're not
Comedy fans.
Comedy fans.
No.
They're going more for the circus element of, like this is the woman who slept with Donald Trump. Like, let's see what she has to do or say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think it's really taking work away from anybody.
I don't.
You know
I
what
don't
mean?
think so.
It's its own like.
It's a very
its own-
specific niche of people that are going to go see her.
Yeah, exactly.
And the biggest compliment I get from people is like, you know what? I don't even follow you for your porn. I follow you because you post jokes and you're funny. I didn't even know you did porn. I'm like, my career is going awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. You sons of bitches.
That's super encouraging, though.
It is super encouraging. But I would, I really love comedy, and if my motto is if you're not laughing, you're crying. And but I know I have to actually just go and get up on stage, go and do it.
Yeah. Well, laughing gets us through. Like you mentioned that you had for a period of time you went through some like bulimic and anorexic phases and stuff like that. Like, I mean, in those times, like laughing is truly one of those things that like gets you through, like, to the other side of that kind of like those bad experiences.
Absolutely. And I have severe depression, attempted suicide a bunch of times. I'm heavily medicated on all this stuff. So it's, even if you yourself don't feel like laughing, it kind of helps to not look inward, helps to kind of go outward and make other people laugh. You know what? I can't put a smile on my face today, but hopefully I can put a smile on at least one other person's.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. I want to get into this next segment. It's called the Kindness Challenge.
Uh-oh.
Every week, I challenge you, the audience, you, the listeners or viewers of this podcast, to do something nice out of the kindness of your heart for somebody and to write into the show and tell me about it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and it can be anything. It can be something super small. It can be for somebody that you know, or it could be for a stranger. So I read letters and the voices of what I think that they could possibly sound like. I start to wonder, like, what does this person sound like? And I read the letter, and then we talk about it. Okay. And then we'll try to share some of our own kindness.
Let's do it.
Random acts that we've done. This one comes from a guy named Ty from Denver. I wanted to holler at you and let you know about the little bits of kindness I try to spread out here. I work for a company that owns and operates laundry machines in low-income apartments all over Colorado. Whenever a resident is around while I'm working, I always try to start the machines for them so they can do a couple loads of laundry for free. It only saves them a few bucks, but I always appreciate their appreciation. You dig? Keep doing you. Hope to see you here at Comedy Works soon. Thanks, Ty.
I love that.
Right?
It's like little gestures.
They go a long way, right?
They really do. And you never know. We've all been in that situation where it's like, I can't spare this couple dollars.
Yeah, for like this load of laundry, like I'm scraping to get by. To
looking
get,
under couch cushions.
Yeah, going through your car, the cup holders and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, we're like, oh, well, it's not thousands of dollars. It doesn't matter. Like, no, that's the time when it does matter, is those extra cents.
The people who it's affecting, like in this scenario, they're the ones who really need it
Absolutely.
too. That's super cool. Well, can you think of like an act of kindness that you've done recently that you're like, I felt like doing this for somebody, or like did this or whatever?
What did I do? I try to be really philanthropic. What did I just do? I did something that was, what was it? I really help the elderly a lot because I live in downtown, And there's a lot of, women that carry a lot of bags and stuff. And so, and there's all these crosswalks. It's the cliche, I help old ladies across the crosswalks.
Yeah.
I actually carry their stuff.
That's so sweet.
And just something simple. I hold the door open for a lot of people, including men.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, thanks. Yeah. Something simple. That's a daily thing I do is I always hold the door open for people. I help people carry stuff. And I think one of the biggest acts of kindness you can do for someone is ask them or tell them, have a great day, or say good morning to someone, because there's a lot of homeless in downtown. Newsflash, there's a lot of homeless in downtown.
Yeah, a lot.
I talk to the homeless. I say, good morning. How's your day? Little things like that. And just the fact that someone sees them and humanizes them again. It's like that little dignity that they've lost.
Because a lot of times with the homeless population, a lot of people kind of, they treat them like they're invisible.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we've all been guilty of at some point.
Absolutely.
But it's one of those things where when it makes sense, where you can make a small connection with a person like that, it's like it goes a long way, and they can completely, you can see the smile on their face light up, like, oh, somebody's like acknowledging me as a human being.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it's just those little gestures to restore our own humanity, just as the person doing it, and for them as well, to like, hey, you're not alone out there.
Yeah.
So, and I just donated a bunch of clothing to the hospital, because by me is a county hospital. So people come in and they don't have anything but the clothes on their back. So when they're discharged, they have nice clothes to wear. So we gave suits and nice dresses and stuff for them to actually go and like go to job interviews and stuff.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So it's little things.
I mean, that's a lot of things. That's amazing. That's so cool. My wife actually had a question that I forgot to ask, because she never asked, but I was like, I told her that you were coming on the show today, and she said, what's one thing people may be surprised to know about you?
I was not molested as a child. That's probably something people are like, oh, she was totally diddled.
Yeah.
I have a loving, healthy relationship with my mother and father, and I'm very big into family.
Yeah.
And
what are their thoughts of, like, when you, because you have to tell them, like when you start to get like actively involved, like what was their kind of reaction to that?
I hid it from my mom for a year. My parents are together. My dad and
Congrats, way to rub it in. Oh, my parents are together. Oh,
and look what
they're not divorced.
And look what happened. They get this. I hid it from my mom for a year, but I couldn't keep lying to her. She cried. She's very religious. She cried. And then after an hour, she's like, you know what? I couldn't keep clothes on you when you were little anyways. And so now, like before I did my first anal scene, I would call her. I'm like, Mom, can you pray for me? And so she would pray for my asshole. So she's more supportive. And she's
that
like,
is such a sweet mom.
She's like, here, I found these earrings. I thought they would look pretty in a shoot for you. And
that's so nice.
Yeah. And my dad and I, we just don't talk about it. We just don't talk. Like, we don't ask where I make money from.
Right.
We don't ask.
Yeah.
We don't ask.
So you grew up in a religious household?
Yes.
I grew up in a super religious household. So that's what kind of like how many times a week would you go to church and that kind of thing?
Well, they were Christians, so we would go once we would go on Sundays, and I would actually teach children's church, and I was in the choir.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So you can sing?
Yeah. Not well. Oh, I'm out of practice, but yes, I do sing.
Wow. This girl can sing.
Oh no, don't.
I'm gonna make you do this, 'cause it's gonna be so fun. And here you go, Missy.
Only for you. Wait, damn it. Is it working?
You gotta get right up on that mic.
Like this.
Yeah, like really projecting the there.
Only for you, Jeremiah, would I ever do this.
And it sounds so good.
I'm gonna join the Kill Tony band.
She's gonna join the Kill Tony band. We're just singing with Missy Martinez. Singing with Missy Martinez. Singing with Missy Martinez. Yeah. She used to be in the choir a long, long time ago. And the more you know, now she's singing on Jeremiah Wonders. Take it, Missy. Boom, boom, doom.
On the Jeremiah Wonders show.
Ding, 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 ding.
Am I the
biggest hoe you've had?
Oh, I can't answer that. Missy Martinez.
Oh, I can't believe you made me do that, and I went. I was very complicit.
You went for it. It was great.
And I sucked.
No, you didn't.
I'm very out of practice. Very out of practice.
Well, good thing we have a freaking auto tuner on
Thank
the show.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, am I
dope.
T-Pain?
Huh?
Am I T-Pain now?
T-Pain?
Am I T-Pain?
T-Pain? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm T-Pain. Oh my God.
Do you wanna talk as T-Pain a little bit?
Please.
Okay, yeah. Hey, T-Pain, yo, what's up, man?
Hey, Jeremiah.
Yo, what's up, man? It's been a minute since you've called into one of the other podcasts, bro. What's new with you, dog?
I got some drink in my cup.
You got some drink in your cup? What you drinking, T-Pain?
NyQuil.
You drinking that scissor? You're on that NyQuil? Are you mixing with Sprite at least?
No, Sunny D.
Sunny D, man, you a freak, T-Pain. Where you, man? I forget where you're from, but that's more of like scissor is more of a Texas thing. I know that my buddy Shanks, he's based out of that Houston prison. He sometimes escapes. He's into that scissor for sure. You got any new music videos you're working on? I haven't seen you in a minute, T-Pain.
Man, I've been trying out here with these bitches, but they all going to college. They all got kids now.
You know what I like about you, T-Pain? Even your talking voice kind of sounds auto-tuned for whatever you like. You're not even breaking into song, and I can hear a little bit of like inflections of auto-tune.
Yeah, please don't make fun of my emphysema.
You got emphysema? I'm sorry, man.
Goddamn jewel pens.
You've been doing those jewels too much, man. You got to back off of that. Some of those flavors of hibiscus and different chocolate syrup and the different strawberry, vanilla, rhubarb. Like, I don't think that they're good vape cartridges.
It's all about that mango, son.
It's all about that mango, son. That sounds like a hook. I think you should sing that as a hook. It's all about that mango, son.
You know it's all about that mango, son.
It's all about that mango, son. Man, that was dope that T-Pain just dropped in on the show unannounced. I feel like it was a little bit rude that he didn't talk to you, Missy, but I appreciate that he called in. You know what I mean?
You know, black guys don't like me. They just don't. You've seen like my butt in jeans. It's like a Hank Hill ass. You know, the earth may not be flat, but this ass is.
I don't think anybody would look at you and be like, "Hey, Bobby, look at that Hank Hill ass."
I have.
She got that Hank Hill ass. That's what she got.
I will be walking down the street and guys will be like, "Damn, look at them titties! Ah, shit! Oh, wait, she's walking away." Oh, you can audibly hear their hopes be dashed. Like, but I always tell people, I'm like, you know what? Big butts don't matter. It's all about that butthole.
Oh, it's all about that butthole. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that butthole. Yeah. Man, T-Pain keeps interrupting this show like crazy, but I think I would buy that track on iTunes, All About That Butthole.
All about that butthole.
All about that butthole.
Yeah, mango jewel pod.
That mango jewel pod.
Got that mango jewel pod ass.
Got that mango jewel pod. Hey. It's like in the front, it's like, hey, what's up? And in the back, it's like, hey, how you doing? Just got this butt, this blue jeans back here. But in the front, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Total different. I do have to say, Missy, I pride myself in my porn star voice that I have, a female porn star voice. Could I do it for you?
Yes,
and
please.
judge me
And
on
then I'll
it?
do mine.
And and because I think that's like, obviously, none of those girls ever talk like that in real life.
No,
it's
no.
always like this very character-y kind of thing.
Yes.
And mine goes something like this. Ooh, yeah. Hey, ooh. Hey, mister, what's your name? Ooh.
That is, I'm like, am I on set right now? Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, another favorite one is the, yeah. It's like a crying baby. Yeah, it's like a baby on a Spirit Airlines flight.
It is.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to stop.
Yeah.
It's just going to keep going and progressively getting louder and louder.
When I do my porn, this is not the porn voice I use, but I'm like,
You're like, hey, mister.
hey, sup, suck this dick. Like,
Suck my butthole, mister.
oh my God, guys, are you my Uber? Are you my Uber?
Why your Uber? No,
Yeah.
that's your Uber.
This is my porn voice, my giny itches.
Wait, what's wrong with your giny? I thought we were going to hook up.
We're like, what's right with it?
Yeah, I guess what's right with it, but you just said it itched. I don't know if I'm into it anymore.
I once put honey on my vagina.
Oh, that's hot. Honey on the vagina. I like that.
Yeah, and I have a chihuahua, and she licked it off.
Oh, wait, you got a chihuahua. Wait, where did the chihuahua come from? I'm not so turned on anymore.
He's my agent.
Oh, wait, you have an agent chihuahua?
His name's Pepe.
His name's Pepe. I don't know if I'm into this anymore. Can you tell me anything that's even remotely more sexy about you?
Hang on, I gotta go pick my kids up from school.
Oh, wait, you got kids? Oh, what's going on with this chick?
Yeah. My stomach hurts from my abortion.
Oh, no, abortions. I mean, I was wondering what that mark was below your belly button, but okay.
Hang on, I gotta go suck my drug dealer's dick.
Wait. I thought you. What's going on? You got a drug dealer too? You got drug dealer kids? Like, I thought you were really hot. Like, can we do this thing or what's going on?
Hang on, I gotta snort this line of my Plan B.
Oh wait, Plan B. Well, now that's hot. I'm totally into that.
Wow. Let's close out the podcast with this awesome segment. I'm so excited to hear what you do with it. It's Sax Talk with Missy Martinez.
Do you want me to do my phone sex voice? Like get real, like.
Sure, whatever.
So, okay.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Sax Talk.
I didn't even see the saxophone.
I'm a freaking magician, Missy. Don't even worry about it.
I could probably put that saxophone up my butt. The whole thing.
Girl, now you are straight up
Killing the game, man. You can fit a saxophone up your butthole?
They don't call me Kenny G-Spot for no reason.
What? This girl named Kenny G-Spot. I just ejaculated in my shorts right now. This is crazy.
All right, so I prepped you before the show.
Yes.
Right? You are going to share a story of a sexual encounter, and I'm going to accent it with a little bit of saxophone. So whenever you are ready, I will follow you.
All right. This is 100% true. So, this was 2013. I was on set for this super big company, and my male talent showed up. He was like a sexy Latin guy, and I had on this little lace bra panty. It was like leopard print, and so we started doing these photos for the sex scene. And it was getting hot and steamy, all these crazy different positions, super hot, legs up, bent over, me on top, him on top. And then we started to do this actual sex scene. And in the first position, he pulled out his cock. And blood started shooting from the tip of it. Turns out Viagra didn't give him a boner any longer. So he had to inject penis medication into the tip of his dick. But he blew a vein and blood squirted all inside my little pussy. He is now retired. And yes, I still got paid.
That was epic. Oh my goodness. That was an amazing story. Do you have another short one like that? That was incredible.
Okay, yeah, I got another one.
Oh, this I don't want to miss an opportunity here. This is like your sax talks are topping literally anybody's who's done these shows.
Thank you.
So we may have to do one or two more.
Okay.
Because this is incredible. I'm ready for you.
All right, let's do it. You bad boys and girls know I love women, right? Well, I was on set and I got to make out and fuck this hot little blonde. Things were getting hot and heavy and wet. I I slid my little fingers into her pussy. And her Nuva ring shot out across the room and hit the cameraman in the face. Don't worry, she didn't get pregnant from me.
It's seriously hit a cameraman in the face?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is freaking incredible. These are the best Sax Talks moments ever. Okay, one more and then I'll let you go. These stories are wow.
All right, one more.
Okay, one more.
All right, got it. So, you bad boys and girls know I like it up the butt, right? Well, I was doing this hot butt sex scene. During the blowjob, I had a butt plug in all the way up. I deep-throated so hard that I coughed a little bit. And the butt plug shot out across the floor, and it was covered in lube, and I slipped in it and fell. I did not come during that scene.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I slipped in my own ass jelly.
You slipped in your own butt jelly?
My own ass jelly. Yes, what? I slipped in it. And I don't know if it's.
Was that an embarrassing moment, or did you own it? Like, what was your reaction to slipping in it afterwards?
Oh, I laughed. You can only laugh. I'm like, you know, I have a butt plug in, and I don't know if it's integral to the story or not, but it was a baby Jesus butt plug.
Oh my goodness.
So, holy shit.
That's the only way to end this podcast.
I think so.
That's incredible. Do you want to plug anything before you leave?
Make sure you check out the June issue of Hustler magazine. I interviewed some comedians, including your boy Jeremiah over here. We get to talk about his sex life and stuff. So pick up the June issue of Hustler magazine on stands wherever they still sell magazines.
Nice. I hear that you interviewed Mr. Redband as well.
Yeah, I interviewed Redband and Alan Strickland Williams.
Wow. That was, oof. I love that trio.
Yes, that's good. That's hot.
That's the good stuff. I had a lot of fun answering those questions.
Oh, good. They were awesome.
I sat with my wife and I was like, just want to run these by you before
That's smart.
I send these off. Yeah. Going back to the communication thing. I was like, it's about our sex life.
I like the picture of your butthole you attached as a JPEG. That was really nice. The nice touch.
Yeah. It's me manspreading with actually it's a set of baby Jordans inside my butthole that I sent. So.
Yeah. Bronzed.
Missy, thank you so much for doing the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Loved having you.
It's weird to be next to a white guy and not have sex with him.
Right? It's weird to be next to a porn star and just in real life and just I'm like, wow.